You might have heard that Americans are going to need visas for Europe soon, and that's not actually true, but there is a big change coming up that you do need to be aware of if you're visiting certain European countries. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Jess, and I make videos usually for people visiting London, but I'm gonna go a little bit broader today and be talking about other parts of Europe. And just a disclaimer, I am not an immigration lawyer, so I'm gonna just give you a rundown of what I've read in my research about all of this, but you should always do your own research and consult other resources instead of just listening to me. So will Americans need visas for Europe? No, we won't, but we will for certain countries need to get an ETIAS Visa Waiver, which essentially is a background check, and it's for the countries in the Schengen Zone to have a better idea about the people who are entering into the zone. Now, it's important to note that this is going to apply not to all European countries and not even to all EU countries, but it applies to the countries that are part of what's called the Schengen Zone or Schengen land. And the countries that are part of that, now let me get my phone out so I can read these off, are the following: Austria, Belgium, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Germany, France, Spain, Portugal, Sweden, Finland, Denmark, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Poland, Slovakia, Hungary, Slovenia, Italy, Greece, Czech Republic, Malta, Iceland, Liechtenstein, Norway, and Switzerland. So for my viewers that are going to London, and if you're only going to the UK, then you should note that you aren't going to need this visa waiver at the time that I'm recording this. But you should, of course, go on to the UK's Home Office website to see what kind of guidelines you need to follow when you come to the UK. So how will you be able to get an ETIAS visa waiver? You'll just go online to the official website, fill out a bunch of personal info about yourself, and you'll need your name, obviously, an email address, and a credit or debit card, because it will cost you, they're saying, about €7 right now. And it will take you just about 10 minutes to complete and should come back within, I think they're saying, about 24 to 48 hours. I will have a link in the description box of this video to the official website where you can do your application. So when will you need an ETIAS? You will need it for any time that you're going to be visiting any country that's part of the Schengen Zone starting from 2021. You'll apply for it ahead of your trip, and then it'll be valid for 3 years for unlimited visits. This is very serious content. Can't be having that. A common question about this now is how long are Americans allowed to stay in Europe? And as far as the Schengen Zone goes, it hasn't changed. It's still 90 days in a consecutive 180-day period, but you should consult an immigration lawyer or somebody else and not just me to get the updated rules and information, because again, I'm not an immigration lawyer, so I can't really officially consult you on this. Now, I put more information down in the description box of this video to resources that will hopefully answer most of your other questions about all of this. So check those out if you're still unclear on anything. And if you want some tips for your trip to London, then you can click the video that is popping up below me. So as far as this, having this mostly just to, sorry. I totally forgot what I was supposed to say.